I'm so sad that I could never capture fast enough the cool intros. It was a weird PlayStation 1 style intro into this game. It's a game called Hanako's Late Homework, or just Late Homework on Steam. It's made by the developer of Interior Worlds as well as Hypnagogia. I've only played Interior Worlds, but Soda Raptor is apparently kind of a genius at what they make. And honestly, I've only ever had a good experience within their games, but I've only played one of their games. So does that really mean anything? I don't really know. It's a bit like eating at a single McDonald's, saying, yeah, I think McDonald's is pretty good, never realizing that the McDonald's down the street and the McDonald's that you have could be completely different. Because my McDonald's, you ask for a double cheeseburger, I swear to God, they find the meat from behind the stove. Anyways, this is Late Homework. It was made for a game jam, and then I think they're developing it into a full game. It's a very short version of this game. It's a very early version of this game. So I don't really know what to expect from this, but all I know is it's going to be very, very interesting. I've forgotten my class assignments. They're due tomorrow morning. Sorry, I'm so used to reading chat. Because when I read chat and chat members say you, or like I read you. If I fail to find and turn them in, so too will I fail the semester. They're an English major. An anomaly is lurking here, known to hunt the souls of disobedient students. I have no choice. In order to get them back, I must enter a world of survival horror. This is a shitpost. You know what? For the sake of a game jam, right? That's exactly the mood that you want to have. Because, like, what can you do? Oh God. The shutter has accidentally fallen. I can't leave yet. I need to find the assignment pages first. Now, as soon as I saw this, I was like, this is a very interesting looking game. Because I can't wait to see what this game eventually fully is. But immediately you get a sense that this game is trying to emulate and look a lot like those old Resident Evil games. But with a modern twist, right? Again, it's weird how many times these games get made with a new modern twist on like an old genre style. And how many different ways you can see it be made, right? This one has that weird low poly look to it. Well, not weird. It's a nice look. Something like Hollow Body is very similar. But they're two vastly different experiences. And it's cool to see people taking this. A vending machine. So thirsty. Could really go for a drink right now. What's fascinating too is that the developer of this, because they made Interior Worlds, we know that they're really good at making very weird, spooky, atmospheric atmospheres. That's a very nonsensical statement, but when I play Interior Worlds, I recognize that there's something strange about the experience. Some of the school's old computers, they won't turn on. Yeah, I got a note. The game is so quiet now all of a sudden. So there's an anomaly chasing us, and I love how it parodies that start of the game. Reminds me a lot of the start of Resident Evil, where it's like the Stars team, it's like a full FMV, and it cuts to these like rendered graphics, and those characters are never seen ever again. Most of them die. It's good stuff. There's a school map here. Should I take it? Yes. Take the map. Reveal by pressing M or the back button. What? It's what the school map's supposed to... I have it now. There's nothing interesting left on the bulletin board. This is, This is very Silent Hill 1. You know what I mean? Had I not played Silent Hill 1, I wouldn't have recognized this. But because I did, I'm painfully aware of what this is. Like, I know what this game is now. This is Silent Hill 1 if it was about homework. This is your nightmare, chat. This is exactly your nightmare about not being able to pass your exam. The lock is broken. The door can't be opened. Ooh. Same perspective too. Cool. My nightmare is the camera angles. Yeah, but it's designed to look like that. It's a cool look. I also like that it's funny because remember when I played Silent Hill 1 and I was like the coolest part of the camera angle was that off-center axis, like it rolled a bit, or it had like a weird picture, like a yaw to it, right? It was slightly angled weirdly, so everything looked a bit wonky. This game does that. This game is basically just a weird homage / shitpost to survival horror. Miscellaneous books line the shelf. Now sounds like a good time to study. They're writing on the chalkboard is too blurry to read. Where's this anomaly? Why did I just move these? What? Okay, look, to be fair, this is a post-game jam version, which is it's still cooking. Like, they're still making the main game. Hello? Teacher, is that you? Oh no, it's the anomaly. Ah! Oh my god. Seems violent. I just wanted to see what the monster looked like. I think immediately, as soon as it went to shitpost territory, I just wasn't afraid. So the heart rate meter isn't gonna change. But it's weird because like it would have worked. It's just the intro absolutely changed me. I didn't scream. Well, yeah, because the intro changed me. You know what it is? The intro caused me to have a suspension of disbelief. So I entered the school with no fear. It's just the reality of how things work, okay? It's just the way things go. Look at that off-center axis. So nice. The texturing, the letters, the coloring, or something. It's funny too because like survival horror has this weird element where it's like it can be frustrating in many different ways because the monster just chases you constantly, right? And you almost have very limited tools to deal with the monster. You're at the mercy of it. There's some writing scrawled on the chalkboard. It reads, stuck in detention, hearing weird noises down the hall, squelching. It's kind of why Resident Evil gives you a gun, and why Silent Hill, I think, leans on the combat a lot. Both to tell a story, as well as to give you something to do, because otherwise it's kind of hard for you to, like, play the game. I don't have a map of this area. What do you mean? What do you mean? You picked up a map? Hanako? Hanako, you picked up a map. But it's crazy how well this developer nails these environments. Again, Interior Worlds was perfect. That game kept me weirdly on the seat of my pants constantly. I was always afraid of something, even though there was nothing to be afraid of. Good thing we left. Hey, boys, washroom. Oh, it's so crusty here. The boys' room is totally destroyed. Gives me the creeps. I want to hurry up and get it out of here quickly. 7937. There's a figure here, standing in the mirror. Such good effects too, and then to have that thing disappear from your mirror after, so good. 7937, 7937. Remember that 7937. I love how there's whispering too by the urinal because it's such a true experience that for some reason, I don't know why back in school people really like to talk around the urinal. And I'm like, dude, like I just want to piss and just leave. I'm not down to have a conversation here. This game understands me, and my hate for urinals. What's funny is that Interior Worlds game, we never solved the alien puzzle. The alien stuff was very, very hard to figure out. The weird writing system. I still don't know what the answer to it was. There's a set of stained mattresses on the ground. Disgusting. Who could be sleeping back here? The teachers. They don't get paid enough to afford rent. Strange books fill the shelves. They're written in a language I don't recognize. Oh look, blood behind the shelf. Oh god. El Monstro is coming. I need to go left. El Monstro is here. Where is El Monstro? It feels like something is blocking from the other side. Huh. It's interesting how the monster doesn't actually chase you. I think I've only ever seen the monster once because I ran into it. The bulletin board. There's some old writing left on one of the posts. Janitor's note. Something's going on with the boys' restroom that I can't explain. Every time I go to clean, I find new weird graffiti covering the walls. If I find the one responsible, they'll be properly reprimanded. 7937. 7937. Enter the code. 7937. 7931. Hey, cool. Got it. Wow. The shelves are all completely empty. I wonder what they had back here. The lockers are full of old, ratty clothes. I'd rather not touch them. There's a go bathroom key. Oh, yeah. Hello? The door shut, it's jammed on something. Maybe there's a way to force it open. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. I think the flies are gonna... Chat, the flies are... They're gonna kill me. Chat, the flies are gonna kill me. Uh-oh. No, I need to force it open somehow. How do I force it open? How do I force it open? Oh no. The flies are... I'm gonna die of locust. Oh no. Please. Oh, you just keep pressing it. Oh. I thought you had to find something for it. That's why. The lockers are shut tight. What happened to my map? I guess it disappeared when I died. Okay, would it go left and forward? But I think the monster's down here. I don't know how to see where the monster could be. I hear it. He's coming for me. He's going to eat me alive. Guidance counselor. What's the point of a guidance counselor? Girls' washroom should be somewhere here, I think. Here we go. It's fun to see so many different, like, takes on the survivor horror genre, too. Because it's such a storied, I think, genre in general, right? I think everybody loves survivor horror. It's a complete mess. I think I'll be sick if I don't look away. But there's something interesting. No one is knocking back. This stall's empty. No one's knocking back. No one's knocking back. Feel uneasy looking at my reflection. Ah! Hello? 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 It's funny to think that such an old genre could still appeal to people in this day and age too. Because it's not like the genre is necessarily perfect. Like, it has a lot of issues with the way it works. Particularly around the control scheme. It's not a very easy game to control. Very often you're stuck wading around in this mess of you know, moving like this. It feels like you're moving a rusty wheelchair. What's it doing in this hallway? It feels like you're controlling a doll than you are a character in many ways. But that's such a popular way of controlling your character in these games. And it's weird because we see remakes of these games actually go away from that type of gameplay. They go more... How did they get here? Corner exits, I guess? Or... I wish I could check my map. It's gone now. And where's the monster, too? But the remakes of these games are going more towards the third-person view instead to play them. Very different from what it was way back then. It's just strange to see the differences in direction that different teams are taking these types of games. I need to get one more page, and I don't know where to go. But this is the one corner that I've never been to, actually. Never been here. Monster usually locks me out. Oh, good. Final one. I need to hurry back to the main entrance. Well, thankfully it's right there. I think just go forward, away from the door. Well, that was easy. I managed to survive and escape the school. With my missing assignments in hand, I am safe to turn them in tomorrow for my exam. I will never go back there at night again. At least until I forget my homework again. I love these weird shitpost games. And again, made in 2 weeks for like a single game jam. This game is gonna be like a full-on game eventually. And it's weird how many different survival horror games are out there. This is like the most tailored, I think, of the survival horror games we played so far. Like Silent Hill 1 is what you see. It was way back then. Resident Evil 1 and 2 still like the same thing too, right? But you see what happens when you can take the genre and bring it to a much more modern light. And all it needs is that level of tweak and polish and really that focus on control. And it's weird, right? Because it's like you do have that level of control when you play the game. Like think of, say, I know, there's been quite a few games that try to emulate this style of gameplay, and they don't get that sense of control very, very well. Like, even if it feels clunky to walk like a tank, you actually are pretty much in control of your character. The tank controls within within the framework of the tank controls feel nice. It's weird. I know it's weird to use this game as like my rant against and for tank controls in the games, but when done well, it feels good. When done poorly, it feels worse. And it's weird that we're seeing two different types of these survival horror games popping up that still have both of them at the same time. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to try this out because it was very old, very new. And it's from a developer that I really enjoyed their games of. And it's weird that I follow this developer and enjoy their stuff so much because all I've really played so far is the Interior Worlds game. Which wouldn't really tell you much, right? It's a photography game about exploring some weird old dilapidated places and just weird liminal spaces where there's nobody else but you. But knowing that and seeing the quality in the game, it makes you realize, oh wait, they're onto something. And they're onto something really good. But yeah, I just wanted to try this out just before we go back to Silent Hill, because Silent Hill 2 is going to be a whole test of patience, I think. And it's nice to step back into this, especially because we have another game that's coming up soon in Spooktober that's going to be very much the same control scheme. That's even more of a homage towards Silent Hill. And I kind of can't wait to try them all. But I know for sure after this Spooktober, I don't know if we'll ever get to Silent Hill 3 or 4. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sure the story is super good, but having played this many of these types of games, I feel almost tired of the gameplay. Which is weird, because I just spent a moment praising them. Because they do work well in some cases, like that idea of like you can't see the monster, you only hear it. But man, you do get tired of having to control things like this. But this was nice. Short, sweet, just a fun little thing just to try out.